Rhodes Hill was supposed to be a place of care, a facility dedicated to helping vulnerable patients receive treatment and support. At least, that's what people were told. Because behind the brochures, the visitor records, and the promises of medical care, something far darker was happening. Patients were becoming subjects. Experiments were being conducted behind closed doors. And decades after Umbrella's fall, the same dangerous ideas were still alive. The question is, how? The answer leads to one man, Victor Gideon. On the surface, Rhodes Hill looked legitimate. The facility promoted itself as a center for treatment and research. Visitors saw a respected institution. Families trusted it. But the documents recovered from Rhodes Hill tell a very different story. Patient records, progress notes, internal reports. Together, they reveal a facility where treatment slowly gave way to experimentation, where vulnerable people became data, observations, results. The deeper you look, the harder it becomes to ignore one name, Victor Gideon. Unlike the monsters created within Rhodes Hill, Victor never needed a mutation to become dangerous. He was a scientist, a man with ties to the same world that once gave rise to Umbrella's most infamous research. And while Umbrella itself was gone, the mindset that created it remained. The belief that progress mattered more than people, that the next breakthrough justified any cost. Inside Rhodes Hill, that belief continued to grow. Every experiment pushed the boundaries further. Every success encouraged the next step, and every failure was simply another subject added to the pile. What makes Victor Gideon so disturbing isn't that he lost control, it's that he never believed he had. The records suggest a man convinced that his work was necessary, that every compromise served a greater purpose, that every warning sign could be ignored in the name of progress. And that's exactly what makes Rhodes Hill so terrifying. Not the creatures, not the mutations, but the fact that someone allowed it to happen. By the time the truth finally emerged, the damage had already been done. Lives had been changed forever. Victims had been created. And Rhodes Hill had become a monument to the same obsession that once consumed Umbrella. In the end, Victor Gideon wasn't just the man behind Rhodes Hill. He was proof that Umbrella's legacy never truly disappeared, because long after the company fell, its ideas were still alive, and Victor Gideon was the man keeping them alive.